Round of applause. Beautiful performance. Celebrating the talent of our great nation, Nigeria. Celebrating the beneficial and mutual relationship existing between members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, other security agencies, and indeed the general public and the population of our great nation, Nigeria, being synchronized in this beautiful display. Like I was mentioning earlier, the Nigerian Army Silent Drill Squad and the band have performed in faraway Scotland, United Kingdom in 2019 at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. That performance that took the world by storm and went viral on social media. If you have not seen it, I encourage you, distinguished guests, please go online to witness the international performance done by the Nigerian Army Guard Brigade Silent Drill Squad and the band at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. What you are witnessing now, distinguished guests, the guards, of course, the Silent Drill Squad and the mass band, they have just aligned themselves to form Nigeria at 60. That is it, Nigeria at 60. That's unity as formed by the cultural troops. N I G A T 6 0 Round of applause.
Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, all protocols duly respectfully observed. Today's ceremony commemorates the Diamond Jubilee of our great nation, Nigeria. Please, with the aid of the binoculars with you, we request Your Excellencies and most distinguished guests to look up to Aso Rock, overlooking the presidential pavilion here at the Eagle Square, Abuja. you could view the unveiling of Nigeria 60, the fireworks and the balloons, all in celebration of today's ceremony, Nigeria 60. They are a beautiful sight to behold. Happy viewing, Your Excellencies.
Mesdames, Messieurs, Excellences, Mesdames, Messieurs les ambassadeurs, vous venez d'assister aux parades et aux acrobatiques d'un groupe culturel. Maintenant, vous êtes invités à regarder de l'autre côté de Assorok, complètement de haut de la colline. Et vous verrez le Nigeria, c'est marqué là-bas, Nigeria à 60 ans.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, what my witness said now is the celebration performance celebrating Nigeria at 60, celebrating the 777 local governments of our great nation, celebrating the 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, celebrating the over 200 million wonderful citizens of our great nation, Nigeria. Can we put our hands together once more? Beautiful performance being witnessed here. We also saw the unveiling of Nigeria at 60 at the peak of Assorok. Of course, the peak of Assorok has a height of 936 meters, that is 3,071 feet above sea level. And at that peak, you can see Nigeria at 60. It's also pertinent to note, Aso means victorious in the native language of the Aso ethnic group. Of course, we are indeed victorious today. We can see the performance by this group, excellent performance. What you are witnessing now, they have just aligned themselves for a group photograph. And even that is professionally and flawlessly executed. Beautiful display of professionalism, discipline and dexterity. That is it. Photograph has just been taken to, of course, document this moment in the history of our great nation, Nigeria. You can see the freedom sign there, the symbol of power as they proudly fly the flag of our great nation, Nigeria. Excellent performance here, befitting of the 60th anniversary of a great nation, the most populous nation in Africa, the giant of Africa indeed is 60 today. Round of applause once more for the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad, the mass band on parade, and the Adila Dance and Acrobatic Group. International standard performance being witnessed here. The Adila Dance and Acrobatic Group have also performed in faraway China, projecting the rich culture of our great nation, Nigeria. They have performed in South Africa, Ghana, Ethiopia, and Senegal. And I did mention that the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad and the band have also performed in faraway Scotland, United Kingdom in 2019 at the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. Indeed, we are privileged to witness this world-class international performance, celebrating the freedom of our great nation, celebrating our sovereignty, celebrating our togetherness, and of course, celebrating the unique and mutual relationship that exists between members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, other security agencies, and the general public as we continue to work together in peace and harmony, as we continue to strive together in support of our armed forces to tackle the security challenges confronting our nation. Of course, you will agree with me that Nigeria have every reason to celebrate today. We have come a long way, 60 years. We have been through an unfortunate civil war between 1967 and 1970. We have had series of internal crises, which all we have been able to surmount them, and we have remained as one nation living in peace. That alone is a good reason to celebrate. And of course, needless to say that there is no nation on earth that has not gone through or going through one form of security challenges or the other. Therefore, you will agree with me that we have every reason as a nation to celebrate this 60th independence anniversary of our great nation, Nigeria. Once again, can we put our hands together for this wonderful performance? It is indeed befitting of this unique occasion celebrating our Diamond Jubilee. At this point, may I hand over the commentary to my co-commentator, Squadron Leader Gloria Tonha, for the next item on our program, which is the Nigerian Air Force Air Display. Squadron Leader Tonha, please.
Thank you, Captain Innocent Aldu. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, all protocols duly and respectfully observed. I warmly and heartily welcome you to the aerial display segment and fly past in commemoration of Nigeria's Diamond Independence Anniversary celebration. In this fly past, 3 platforms which form part of the Nigerian Air Force aircraft inventory shall be displayed here today in celebration of Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary. They are the Augusta helicopters with call sign the Falcons, the Alpha jets with call sign the Aggressors, and the L-39ZA with call sign the Cobras. Permit me to inform you, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, that the fly past this morning shall be in 3 waves. The first wave shall be the Augusta helicopters flying in a 2-ship formation, proudly displaying the Nigeria 60 Diamond Anniversary banner. The second wave is the Alpha jets flying in a 3-ship formation. And finally, the L-39ZA also flying in a 3-ship formation. May I also add that the fly past today is not as elaborate as earlier planned due to the poor weather condition occasioned by the low cloud base over the Eagle Square at this time. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, this display you are about to witness this morning forms part of the routines carried out daily by the pilots of the Nigerian Air Force in the ongoing fight against terrorism in the Northeast, armed banditry in the Northwest, and other forms of insecurity in the country. Please relax and enjoy the awesome aerial capabilities of the Nigerian Air Force as we celebrate Nigeria at 60 together here at the Eagle Square. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, it may interest you to know that formation flying is a disciplined flight of 2 or more aircraft under the command of a flight lead. Military pilots use formation flying for mutual defense and concentration of firepower. Formation flying is performed during occasions like this to show how disciplined our pilots perform in the air and to showcase the overall combat efficiency of the Nigerian Air Force. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, may I request you turn your attention to the right side of the parade ground as we herald the fly past of today's ceremony. Leading the fly past are the Augusta helicopters. The Augusta is an advanced multi-role helicopter capable of combat and non-combat utilization, and they were inducted into the Nigerian Air Force aircraft inventory in March 2010. Two more were inducted in April 2019, and an additional two were inducted in February 2020, making a total of 4 inducted under the present administration of the Nigerian Air Force, headed by the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, with the staunch support of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, above are the Augusta helicopters executing an orbit salute to Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Please, a round of applause for the Falcons. What a spectacular view as the Augusta helicopter gracefully and proudly displayed the Diamond Independence Anniversary banner. Written on the banner is the theme for this year's anniversary, which reads, "Celebrating Nigeria at 60 together." Indeed, it is a joyous and historic moment today that despite our struggles and predictions to the contrary, we are still celebrating Nigeria together, standing tall with our heads held up high as a strong, indivisible, and great nation. Congratulations, Nigeria. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, permit me to add that the lead helicopter is being flown by Squadron Leader Olushola Adeniyi and Flight Lieutenant Larry Azi, while the second helicopter is flown by Squadron Leader Kelechi Nwagba and Flying Officer Kizito Omoragbon. Please, a round of applause for the finest Air Force in West Africa, our gallant pilots manning these aircraft. Permit me to add that the Augusta helicopters is actively involved in several operations in the country. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the next formation flying past are the Alpha Jet with the call sign, the Aggressors. The aircraft is a tactical trainer and attack jet, which has the capability to deliver missiles, cannons, rockets, and bombs. The Alpha Jet aircraft was inducted into the Nigerian Air Force inventory in 1982 and can be utilized for both air-to-air combat and air-to-ground combat. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, may I quickly add that the Alpha Jet has been used in several combat operations. Above, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, are the Alpha Jets in a three-ship formation, flying in echelon, saluting Nigeria at 60. This aircraft has been used during the ECOMOG operations in Liberia and Sierra Leone, in northern Mali, and Operation Restore Democracy in the Gambia in recent times. It has also been employed in the fight against terrorism and other forms of insecurity in the northeast, the northwest, and the Niger Delta region. Please a round of applause for the aggressors. The lead aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Fumen Dobo and Flight Lieutenant Yusuf Ahmed. The number 2 aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Samuel Hastroff and Flight Lieutenant Ebiapo Chapelle. while the number 3 is flown by Flight Lieutenant Festus Oga and Flight and that is the Alpha Jet saying, congratulations Nigeria once again. A round of applause for the aggressors. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the last formation for the fly past this morning are the L-39ZA. It may interest you to know that the L-39ZA is a subsonic single-engine aircraft which was inducted into the Nigerian Air Force aircraft inventory in 1986 as a basic trainer. These jets were almost grounded, but thanks to the enabling environment created by the support of His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, the aircraft was given a new lease of life in country and weaponized by a joint team of engineers and technicians from the Czech Republic and the Nigerian Air Force, and ever since has been actively involved in operations such as Operation Lafia Dole in the northeast, Operation Hadarin Daji in the northwest, as well as actively involved in the training of fighter pilots for the Nigerian Air Force. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the lead aircraft for today's formation is flown by Squadron Leader Utibe Brown and Squadron Leader Yaswarsu Yabilsu. The second aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Mansur Yusuf and Squadron Leader Jeremiah Akebu, while the third aircraft is flown by Squadron Leader Tarilado Ogoina and Flight Lieutenant Kabir Usman. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you to know, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, above are the L-39ZA in a three-ship formation, flying in echelon with the smoke display of the national colors. A round of applause for the L-39ZA. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, overhead are the L-39ZA trailing with the national colors, wishing Nigeria a happy celebration. Please, a round of applause for the Alpha Jets. It takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of training, it takes a lot of discipline to carry out this feat exhibited by the bravest and the finest of the Nigerian Air Force. Please, another round of applause for the Nigerian Air Force pilots. They are indeed willing, able, and ready. I will now hand over to Captain Innocent Aldu to continue with the rest of the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Squadron Leader Gloria Tonha. At this point, distinguished invited guests, we would move to the next item on our program, which is the advance in review order.
Awesome. Put your hands together, please. Synchronized. Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please, a word of caution here. Where before the national salute ending this ceremony, there's going to be 21-gun salute given by the Nigerian Army Artillery. Please, it's part of this ceremony. No panicking and no fear, please. It's part of this ceremony. At this juncture, Your Excellencies, may I now pass the mic to Mrs. Dayo Benjamin's Lani to take us to the next segment. Mrs. Lani, please.
Thank you very much. Major Paul Abara, retired. Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, distinguished invited guests, senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. At this point in this prestigious program of Independence Day events, I respectfully request the Commander Guards Brigade, Brigadier General Mohammed Takuti Usman, to invite His Excellency, the special guest of honor, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for the signing of the anniversary register in commemoration of Nigeria's 60th Diamond Jubilee celebrations, today hosted this historic Independence Day, Thursday, 1st October 2020. His Excellency, the special guest of honor, will be accompanied by Her Excellency, the First Lady, His Excellency, the Vice President, His Excellency, the Senate President, Excellency, the Speaker, Chief Justice of Nigeria, SGF, the Minister of Defense, the Honorable Minister for the FCT, the National Security Advisor, and all of the eminent cluster of Nigerian service chiefs. Thank you. Once again, this is the historic signing by Mr. President of the anniversary register in commemoration of Nigeria's 60th Diamond Jubilee celebrations. Today at the Eagle Square, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. We'd also like to respectfully ask their excellencies, our former presidents and commanders-in-chief, His Excellency General Gowon and His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan, to please accompany the presidential signing of the register. It's a celebration for Nigeria, and in the spirit of celebrating Diamond Jubilee, young and old, diaspora Nigerians here at home on native soil, it's Happy Independence Day and Happy 60th Jubilee anniversary. Today, Nigeria's historic 60th celebration and anniversary is themed together, a single word expressing the indestructible power of our national integrity and integrity stated in the Nigerian coat of arms: unity, faith, peace, and progress. Together, one word, one message, one mandate, and one prayer for all Nigerians everywhere as Nigeria celebrates 60 together. Once again, Your Excellencies, we have Their Excellencies, our former presidents, General Gowon, as well as His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan. And we see he's also accompanied also acknowledging the presence of Her Excellency, former First Lady as well, Her Excellency Mama P. Dame Patience Goodluck Jonathan. Once again, it's a celebration of our colors, green, white, green at 60. It's a thematic declaration of our integrity, our national pedigree, and our distinctive DNA for Nigerians here and everywhere. Together, we are stronger. Together, we are happier. A nation of happy people. At one time, it was stated the happiest people in the world. Today, the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Nigerians everywhere can defiantly make their own personal decree for change, differentiation, and purpose together. A special guest of honor, His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, signing the anniversary register. Nigeria is diamond, and with this quartz expression, indestructible and full of the power of national worth and legacy. Very distinguished cluster of the elder statesmen, presidential force, Emeritus, His Excellency the Vice President, First Lady, Senate President, Speaker, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, the SGF, the Minister of Defense, the FCT Minister, and now His Excellency, Mr. President, and
once again, the national salute will be preceded by 21 gun salutes by the Nigerian Artillery, please. It's part of this ceremony, please. Please, thank you. At this juncture, may we all please rise wherever we are seated, please. May we all please rise wherever we are seated, please. In honor, please. Protocol, please. Thank you. Dignitaries, may please take your seats. Thank you. The 21-gun salute and the national anthem over the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Mutar Sani Daroda, marches towards the presidential days to seek the presidential permission of Mr. President to march up the colors and the rest of the parade, thus bringing us to the end of this epoch-making, significant milestone in the annals of our great nation, Nigeria, 68th independence anniversary.
Mesdames, Messieurs, Excellences membres, Mesdames, Messieurs, Excellences, Messieurs les ambassadeurs.
You must have the colors and the rest of the parade. Your Excellency.
Presidential permission graciously sought there and presidentially given. That brings us to the end of this ceremony. Please, we want to employ our guests to please remain seated and allow Mr. President, the special guest of honor, and other dignitaries take their exit before we move, please. Thank you very much once again. On behalf of the chairman of the Inter-Ministerial Planning Committee, that was as the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, and the executive members of the committee, we want to thank your excellencies, most distinguished guests, for honoring this invitation. We're wishing you one and all journey messages back to your respective destinations. Thank you and God bless. Your compares have been Squadron Leader Gloria Tonga of the Nigerian Air Force and Captain Innocent Oche Abdu, the Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Army, and yours sincerely, Major Paul Abara, retired. Again, thank you, goodbye, God bless, as you will see some other time. Adieu, au revoir.
Et restez assis jusqu'à ce que le président de la République prenne congé de nous.
Et vous verrez juste l'hymne national vient de prendre fin, que c'était des 21 coups de canon qui marquent les 60e anniversaire de l'indépendance du Nigeria. C'est donc sur le départ du président Mamadou, son Excellence Mamadou Buhari, que cette cérémonie prendra fin. Mais veuillez rester assis jusqu'à ce que le président de la République se retire. Vous assistez donc au départ du président, son Excellence Mamadou Buhari. Et c'est sur ce départ que marque la fin de cette cérémonie. L'État nigérien vous remercie de votre présence. Mesdames, Messieurs, Excellences, Mesdames, Messieurs les ambassadeurs et les membres du corps diplomatique, surtout. Et espère vous revoir l'année prochaine.
A colorful ceremony. You need to be here to see military officers and their men and women. You need to see the police. They were in their best, in their ceremonial uniform. It was a colorful outing. But it just looks as if the entire ceremony is purely a military affair. And I'm being joined now by one of the presidential advisors to tell us his impression and what follows from here. Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You are here throughout. You witnessed the entire ceremony. What's your take?
Still, congratulations to Nigeria and Nigerians at 60 celebrating the Diamond Jubilee. I want to especially congratulate President Muhammadu Buhari because it is by providence and God's grace that it is in his time as president that we are celebrating our 60th independence anniversary. And again, I want to say that the Nigerian Army and the entire security forces have been splendid in their display and presentations. Congratulations to the Nigerian Army, the Air Force, the entire armed forces and all our young men who have displayed. Unfortunately, because of Corona, we couldn't have as many people as we ought to have had. And again, even in the States, the young children who would have been marching and celebrating, they are missing. But I hope and I pray that time will come that we will recover and regain the celebration of independence as it used to be.
Yeah, 60 years of independence, 60 years of freedom, 60 years of celebration. What follows? The country is facing so many challenges. What follows? How do we look forward to another 60 years in this country? Some are even afraid. Are we going to be together? Even the theme for this year's celebration is 60 together.
Well, I think the greatest of our achievements is still being together despite the challenges. And being at 60, we are going to overcome the challenges. And it takes simply takes courage, determination, willingness, love of country for us to remain together. And of course, every person in public office, I keep emphasizing, should emphasize and ensure that every of his actions keeps the country together and thinks of the next generation. Today, we are suffering what we're suffering in the northeast. We are suffering what we are suffering in the southeast and south. We are suffering what we're suffering when we come out from in the southwest because of some failure in planning for a particular generation. It is that generation that we failed to plan for that we are now suffering from. and unless we plan for another generation, even the ones that we are suffering in their hands, we are going to get more challenged. So let us go back to the drawing board and work honestly for Nigeria.
For the president is almost in the second year of his last tenure. It does seem as if there are challenges ahead of him. And as a leading member of his party and a presidential advisor, how do you think these challenges will be tackled?
We'll tackle it together, and we'll tackle it with conscience. We'll tackle it with dedication, and we'll tackle it not minding whether we step on toes, because it is fear of stepping on toes that has led Nigeria to where it is. We must step on toes, bruise the toes, to be able to rescue Nigeria and Nigerians from some of these toes which have crushed Nigeria on ground.
Thank you very much, Senator Itainang.
Thank you very much.
Senator Itainang is a presidential advisor. On that note, we end our transmission at Eagle Square for the celebration of Nigeria 60, but the celebration continues on air, on AIT, on Ray Power. As I take you back now to our studio for continuation of our special program for today. I am Adebayo Odorin. On behalf of all of us here, I say thank you for investing your time with us. We ask you to still stay with us as we have more to offer you today.